The City-County Council votes to declare racism a public health crisis in Marion County. It's one of a couple stories we're following tonight from the council, and we'll have more on that in just a moment.
But first, the councilors signed off on the mayor's proposal to spend more than $76 million of federal funding on coronavirus relief efforts. That includes $15 million for local rental assistance. Here's Julia Dang, live at the City-County Council building tonight. And Julia, how soon will that money be available?
Well, Phil, likely in the coming weeks. Community partners who are going to help allocate that money say it could be available to help cover rent payments due as early as July 1st.
I've been out of a job.
James Banta used to have 2 jobs. The Conner Prairie employee and stage actor hasn't worked since April.
As a performance artist throughout Indianapolis, I've lost all of my gigs for the entire year.
His biggest payment each month is rent. He says he's grateful his girlfriend is still working, with the statewide moratorium on evictions set to end July 1st.
And that terrifies me.
Banta isn't alone. An estimated 250,000 Hoosiers affected by the pandemic will need help making rent until September.
Councilor Osley, aye.
On Monday night, the City-County Council approved the mayor's plan to set aside $15 million for local rental assistance. The money is coming from $168 million of federal coronavirus relief funding. It was distributed to Indianapolis following passage of the CARES Act.
Now, I'll admit, that sounds like a lot of money. And it is. But when you consider the scope and the scale of what our city continues to confront as the result of the COVID-19 outbreak, it is clear that these dollars will be helpful, but not sufficient.
The $15 million would help provide back pay rent beginning April 1st or forward rent for up to 90 days. Eligibility requirements include job loss and reduction of hours.
Because of my situation, it would be very helpful.
And as for the rest of that COVID-19 relief money, it'll go toward expanding testing, helping small businesses, and making protective equipment more readily available. Live downtown, Julia Dang, Wish TV and WishTV.com, and be sure to follow us on Facebook.
Julia, thank you for that. And now to the councilors declaring racism a public health crisis in Marion County. The move comes as people across the world, including here in Indianapolis, have marched and protested against racial inequality after the death of George Floyd in Minneapolis. During an interview this morning on Daybreak, Council President Vop Osili says council members are calling on all city and county departments to review policies and procedures to eliminate bias. Marion County Public Health Director Dr. Virginia Kane praised the move, but she says there's more to be done.
This is a first great step, but it is a beginning.
After the vote, there was a discussion of expanding the language in the resolution to include not only issues faced by the Black community, but other minority communities in Marion County.